Hammer time.
Oh, here we go. This is the weekend for movies, given these temperatures.
Yep.
Thor's up, Thor's hammers, Thor versus Thor, Ragnarok style.
Coming to you straight from the Nexus of the Universe. Yes, I always love these days, and I'll try to remain unbiased. But Thor's back for his third standalone movie, and the 17th in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This time he assembles a ragtag group of misfits, including Loki and the Hulk, to take down the goddess of death, played by Cate Blanchett. She plays Hela, and let's get a look, and then we'll delve into it.
Hey, let's do Get Help.
What?
Get Help.
No.
Come on, you love it.
I hate it.
It's great. It works every time.
It's humiliating.
Do you have a better plan?
No.
We're doing it.
We are not doing Get Help.
Get help! Please! My brother's dying! Get help! Help him! Oh, classic.
Still hate it. It's humiliating.
I've heard a lot about the punchlines of this film. Is this a superhero movie, or could this be classified as a comedy altogether?
It's almost a straight-up comedy, but then by the third act, it does get into that typical Marvel formula and become the straight-up superhero movie. I will say, it is hilarious. There are wall-to-wall gags right from the beginning, and this is the first time that Chris Hemsworth, I mean, we know he's a funny guy. He was a scene stealer even in the Ghostbusters reboot, and he's had some great dialogue to work with in these other movies, but this one puts him front and center as a comedic performer, and his timing is incredible. He's never been better in this role. I think this is probably the best Thor movie.
Well, it has a terrific supporting cast, too. Jeff Goldblum, in fact, how does he fit into this universe?
He is so oddly quirky as this Grandmaster character, and he brings such a great tone to the film, and that speaks to the overall feeling of it. I mean, it's a really kind of bonkers experience. It's got this nice, light, breezy sort of pacing to it, and Cate Blanchett is formidable as the villain. She's not all that well developed, and that is a recurring problem with these movies, I find. But Taika Waititi, the New Zealand director here, who's known for films like What We Do in the Shadows, one of my favorites from last year, Hunt for the Wilder People, he just brings such a great style to it and a sense of humor that permeates through the entire movie.
How many hammers are we dropping for Thor Ragnarok?
Okay, well, this is not Marvel's best. It's certainly in the top 5, but I have to say it is definitely the funniest one yet. I'm going with a resounding 4 out of 5.
And is this the 17th Marvel movie?
17th, yeah, you got it. And it's just got all the great action you come to expect to it. It's laughs a minute, I tell you.
Huge. Okay, quickly, Bad Moms Christmas.
All right, now this is following up from last year's surprise comedy hit, Bad Moms, and this time around, the stressed-out ladies are dealing with the holidays. So you've got Mila Kunis, Kathryn Hahn, and Kristen Bell. Now, the twist here, they introduce their respective mothers, played by Cheryl Hines, Susan Sarandon, and Christine Baranski. It's got a lot of promise on paper. Unfortunately, it's just a barrage of vulgar jokes and a lame script and a predictable formula. So it really succumbs to that the comedy sequel problem, and it plagues the movie throughout. There are some bright spots where the ladies have some good material to work with, particularly with Kathryn Hahn's character. She strikes up a bit of a romance with an exotic dancer, played by one of the gentlemen from This Is Us. That stuff was good. And you've got greats like Baranski and Hines and Sarandon, the veterans here, right? They just don't have a lot of great material to work with. So I thought it was very pedestrian in its execution, and the jokes were really lame, and it's not quite as good as the first one, which I didn't care for that much anyway.
Lay it on us. How many hammers?
Disappointing 2 out of 5. This is one early Christmas present you may not want to open.
Oh, so there you go. Thor Ragnarok and then Justice League out later this month. It'll be interesting to see these two movies go head to head. Thanks, Thor.